all 12 pets in Adopt Me's new Desert Egg Update event. We all know that there are multiple pets to go and get. There is a total of 12 pets that I'm going to be revealing to you today. Starting off with the first pet, which all players go and get in the same order. Placing this statue will go and reveal a coyote. The rarity of this pet is going to be a common, and of course you will be able to go and obtain it from the Desert Egg. In case you're wondering how in the world do I know that this is a common pet, well, Adopt Me actually revealed it to me in a message, which is also how I got the actual render of the pet with the actual colors and designs, since these are just basic sculptures. But what if I was to tell you that I know exactly what the legendary pet coming into the game is? Because I'm going to be revealing to you at the end of this video the brand new legendary coming out of the Desert Egg. I'm also doing a Royal Desert Egg giveaway. There's going to be 2 types of desert eggs in Adopt Me, and Adopt Me said that they're giving me 10 of the royal versions, which have a higher chance of going and hatching a legendary completely for free. So if you'd like one, let me know in the comments, and make sure you like this video and are subscribed. Obviously, each day we can go and reveal 2 pets, but thankfully I've revealed 3 already. So let's go and move on to the second pet that we know is actually coming into the game before I show you what all of these different symbols mean and explain what those pets are. This is the second pet coming into the game. This pet is clearly a lizard, featuring 4 raised sections and a kind of cute small little face. This is a very interesting pet. So what exactly is this pet? Well, if you were to go and Google desert lizards and find the most common lizards that exist from the desert, we can go and compare what these pets are and try and discover which of these are most similar to the one in Adopt Me. You see, most of these other lizards all have spikes on them or literal horns. And if we look at this one, there's absolutely 0 horns on it, which leaves us with the option of 2 versions, that this is either a desert lizard or a Gila monster. Both of these are types of lizards that you would go and find in a desert that would kind of look pretty much like this. But whatever this is, it's probably not going to be a legendary. It just looks a little bit basic, so I'm going to guess that this is a common or an uncommon. But let's go and move on to the next pet, which I don't think many of you would have seen yet, since this is a glitched pet. This is an armadillo. This is actually a really fun pet, and if you don't know what an armadillo is, then it's kind of obvious what this pet is, because it is exactly an armadillo. There is no way that this could possibly be any other pet. And Adopt Me did actually post this update screen, which featured a colored version of the armadillo, but I accidentally didn't screenshot it, and I think I lost the image. But the armadillo was kind of like an orangey red color. Now you're probably all wondering, how in the world do we know what the other pets are? Since the only way to go and find out what they are is by waiting and revealing the statue. Well, if you didn't realize already, each of these tiny icons correlates to what the pet is. Which means with a little bit of decoding, you should be able to go and figure out what these animals are. For example, this is a pair of horns. And if you were to go onto Google and search desert animals with horns, it is most likely going to be one of these. It's not going to be a sheep, which means it's either going to be this or this. Very similar pets. These are the most known desert animals with horns on. I mean, it could apparently be a giraffe. I wouldn't think a giraffe is the first thing when you say horns, but I mean, I guess they have tiny little horns on their head. In case you didn't know, there is a fun fact for the day. Also, we already have an ibex in the game, so that is our first prediction. Now, these aren't guaranteed to be correct, but we have a pretty good assumption of what these might be. As for some of them, it's a complete mystery. For example, this one, this doesn't reveal too much, but this one right here reveals quite a lot if you have enough knowledge about animals. If you happen to know that we're in a desert, and the front of the egg literally has a snake on it, which kind of reveals a bit more about some of the pets we might be able to go and hatch, because this right here is actually related to a snake. This right here is what I believe to be a rattlesnake. If we're to go and look at a real life rattlesnake, we can see that its tail is a rattle and it looks exactly in the same pattern as the one in Adopt Me. If you were to go and draw a silhouette around each of these little lines of its tail, then we would go and get the rattle part. And since each of these are parts that go and relate to the pet, it obviously means that this is most likely going to be a rattlesnake. Now, I might be incorrect, but that is a pretty good guess, I think, as there's not many other things in Adoppt Me that could possibly feature this shape. And yes, there's a lot of comments thinking that it is a number 2, and I'm pretty sure it's a rattlesnake. Adoppt Me is not adding that as a pet. As for this one has been a lot of a mystery for a long time. Lots of people were telling me that it's a steak, but we need to look at this from a different angle. Since we're talking about a desert, I saw a lot of comments telling me that they think this is a scorpion. And I mean, the closer you think about it, it kind of makes sense for that to be a scorpion's tail. Now, if we look at a scorpion, we actually already have one in Adoppt Me. This one's dug upside down. We can see that its tail is practically the same shape as this. It just curves around and has like a little pointed dagger on the end. Basically identical to what this silhouette is. So high chance we're probably going and getting a scorpion. As for its rarity, considering we've had a scorpion in the past, which is an uncommon, I assume maybe the scorpion would also be an uncommon if that's what the pet is. Now, over here we have, yeah, I don't know what this is. Some type of other fish, I think. This looks like a prehistoric fish silhouette, something you'd find fossilized. And considering it's next to like a lizard-y, fishy type thing, I guess it's probably in the same category. Okay, so you're probably wondering what in the world is this? Well, Adoppt Me actually revealed to us what one of the legendary pets is, and this is the legendary pet. In case you want proof that Adoppt Me actually did this, so what is the new legendary pet that Adoppt Me has confirmed? Well, on the Roblox Adoppt Me About page, there is an event section, and in it, it says that the legendary is a criosphinx. Now, this is something that I've never actually heard of before, but considering the whole event is about a sphinx, it kind of logically makes sense. A criosphinx has the body of a lion and the head of a ram. A criosphinx represents the power of a pharaoh, the powerful and primeval god. Okay, there's a bunch more speaking about it, but yeah, this is definitely the same thing. If we look at it, it says it's got the head of a ram, and this right here is definitely the horns of a ram. And Adoppt Me literally confirmed that this is the legendary pet. Is there a ram already inside of Adoppt Me? Yeah, we can tell this is literally got the head of a ram. If we look at it, those horns are identical, side by side, here to here. This is the legendary pet. So that confirms what one of the legendary pets is going to be, and Adoppt Me officially confirmed it themselves by literally telling everyone in the events tab section of their game. As for this is going to be some type of desert themed bird, such as like a vulture or a roadrunner, or some type of like crow or something. It's just a feather, so it doesn't reveal enough information for us to confirm what type of bird that is. So let us know in the comments what you think that is. And also this one remains slightly a mystery. Lots of people are telling me that this one looks like a lotus flower or a cactus flower. And people think that it is a cactus pet, which honestly I got no idea. But if we look in our toys and pull up a cactus friend, people are saying that the flowers on top are similar. So apparently they think a cactus is a pet. Maybe it'd be a common, an uncommon, I don't know. I kind of want a cactus as a pet, but that's just what people on Twitter are telling me, that they think this is some sort of like cactus flower and it goes on the top of a cactus. So I mean, there is a chance, but the rest of the pets are kind of animals, so I doubt they would do a cactus as a pet. But let us know what you think of the pets in the comments. You should watch this video next where I make a free Adoppt Me Pets obby. If you complete the obby, you get a completely free pet. Click here right now to go and watch that video. I dare you to.